Hello, everyone! Welcome back to Twilight in the Wizard Study. I am Jay Herrera Kamen, and today I would like to read the opening chapter of this book right here. This is The Flamethrowers by Rachel Kushner. Now, it goes without saying that I really like this book, and it means a lot to me. You may have noticed I only discuss things on this channel, well, only so far have discussed things on this channel that I really like. Things that I'm very passionate and enthusiastic about, and this book is certainly one of those things. Now, I want to talk a little bit, before I do the reading, about what Rachel Kushner accomplishes in this book here. We'll start with the epigraph. So, the epigraph of this book reads, Fac ut ardeat, which translates from the Latin as make it burn. And what Kushner achieves in this book is something truly incendiary. I think she really is able to take the theme of fire, inferno, conflagration, and kind of alchemize it into a visceral feeling that you get while reading this book. This book is hot. In more ways than one. There are moments when the book is very sexy, and there are moments when the book lights the fires of revolution in you. And the journey it takes the reader on is, to a degree, unpredictable, highly dramatic, and very deeply resonant on a personal level. And this is the kind of book where I think, every reader will have sort of a different connection with the events that happen at the end of the book, maybe a different interpretation of the ultimate cosmic significance of those events, if you will. Not to say that this book is like a large-scale cosmic fantastical sci-fi thing. It's much more of a drama. It's much more of a kind of noir-ish, romantic political thriller, that kind of thing. And I wish I could read the ending passage of this book for you on this channel. I really wish I could, but I can't, because it wouldn't resonate as much if you hadn't read, the entirety of the book leading up to it, and girding it and setting it up. You have to get to that place in the book organically. But I highly recommend checking out this book, because the ending is an ending that I think about often, even years and years after having read this book for the first time. So, without further ado, we're now going to take a look at the opening chapter, which is a very short chapter, of The Flamethrowers by Rachel Kushner. Fac ut ardeat, make it burn. Chapter 1. He killed him with a motorbike headlamp, what he had in his hand. Valera had fallen back from his squadron and was cutting the wires of another rider's lamp. The rider, Coppertini, was dead. Valera felt no sadness, strangely. Even though Coppertini had been a comrade in arms, someone Valera had sped along with under the Via del Corso's white neon, long before they both volunteered for the Cycle Battalion in 1917. It was Coppertini who had laughed at Valera when he had crashed on the Via del Corso's streetcar tracks, which could be so slippery on a foggy night. Coppertini considered himself a better rider, but it was Coppertini who had been going too fast in the dense woods and slammed headfirst into a tree. His bike frame was mangled, but its headlight bulb had an unfractured filament which now weakly illuminated a patch of dirt and stiff grasses. Coppertini's motorcycle was a different model than Valera's, but they used the same lamp bulbs. Valera wanted a spare. A spare would be handy. He heard the faint whoosh of a flamethrower and the scattered echo of shelling. Combat was on the other side of a deep valley, near the Isonzo River. It was peaceful and deserted here, just the silvery patter of tree leaves moving in the breeze. He had parked his motorcycle, left his Carcano rifle fastened to the rear rack, and was working to free the headlight, twisting to loosen the lamp nestle from its socket. It resisted. He was tugging on his anchoring wires when a man darted from behind a row of poplars, unmistakably German, in the green and yellow uniform, and helmetless, like a rugby player sent into battle. Valera pulled the heavy brass casing free and went for a dump tackle. The German was down. Valera tumbled after him. The German scrambled to his knees and tried to grab the headlamp, which was just about the size and shape of a rugby ball, but heavier, with a braid of cut wires trailing it like a severed optic nerve. Valera struggled to regain control of the headlamp. Twice he grubber-kicked it, but somehow the German ended up in possession. Valera grounded him, kneed the German in the face, and pried his fingers from the headlamp. There was, after all, no penalty here for foul play, no one to flash him a red card in the quiet woods. His own platoon was miles ahead, and somehow this lone German was loosed from the pack, lost among the poplars. The German reared up, trying to shoulder charge him. Valera brained him with the headlamp. And that's the opening chapter of Rachel Kushner's The Flamethrowers. Thank you very much for listening. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.